Resetting the modem. So if your controller is powered up and you have a current modem, there's a way to test the WeatherTrack communication to see if that signal is getting lost in the controller, and if so, where it's getting lost. We call this test resetting the Gprs status. Just like resetting your modem at home when your internet slows down, resetting the Gprs status resets the modem inside the controller and shows each stage of the communication getting that controller back online. And if communication stalls at any step, that tells us a lot about what's happening with that controller that's stopping it from connecting to the HydroPoint cloud. So our demonstration begins on the run screen, and then we hit the COM button to go to the communication menu, and then the forward arrow until we get to COM 13, a screen that reads Gprs status. Once there, we'll hit the star button to reset that Gprs status. And you'll see that modem begin to reconnect by starting at the very beginning with initializing hardware and resetting the modem before starting to boot the communication system up. Then you'll see the controller start to test that modem, first by detecting the modem, then initializing it, then detecting the SIM card or the communication card inside. If the test stalls out on detecting SIM card, either the controller doesn't have a SIM card inserted or it's not being properly read. So carefully detach the modem and check to make sure that the SIM card is properly seated and locked into place. Once it's identified the SIM number, it will initialize the entire process once again. And when it passes this, we know the modem's fine. However, if this test stalls out on any of these modem tests, we would suspect that either the modem or the modem connection is bad, and we would call customer service for further steps in troubleshooting. Once we complete or pass all of the modem tests, then we move outside the controller and start looking for and testing the communication signal. So when the controller says detecting network, it's actually looking to grab the available communication signal. If it can't find one, that could mean a number of things. First of all, a controller that hasn't been activated through customer service will stall out at detecting network because while the controller is reading the SIM card number, that SIM card number hasn't been activated, so the controller can't communicate to find the signal. Another reason you might stall out on detecting network is you've disconnected the antenna from the controller panel, and the controller panel can't reach out and grab that signal. But if the controller has been properly activated and the antenna is connected, then we would suspect that the local communication signal isn't strong enough for the controller to reliably connect. The next phase is called activating network. That's when the controller grabs onto that signal and begins to try and transmit communication. If we stall out at activating network, it could mean that there's local interference, and the low quality of the signal is keeping your controller from coming online. Then we have finding Hpds servers, where your controller connects to the HydroPoint cloud. As it communicates, it goes to connected to network, and once it's confirmed that it's ready for action, it's called online. Online is the status you've been looking for, and it should mean that you're able to reach that controller from WeatherTrack Central or WeatherTrack Mobile. And now that you brought your controller back online, if you're still having communication issues, it's time to start analyzing the quality of your connection, which we'll do in part 2 of this training. See you there.